out?
should come out.
All right.
Alright.
I've had problems with my hip, and I always said that once I got to the point where I couldn't tie my shoes for 30 days without pain, I would get my hip fixed. Well, that 30 days turned into 14 days to 10 to 7. It got to the point where I couldn't sleep, that the pain was so great.
I bet you thought that was a still frame, huh? Come on, tomatoes. Yep, here are we.
Which arm? Good leg first. Wanna wait a little bit?
Coming down, it's gonna be hard.
We'll get there, but if you don't want to, then we'll turn around.
No, here now.
Okay.
Just coming down. I'm gonna need to give the instruction.
Yep.
Back.
Okay.
I chose Hospital for Special Surgery to have my hip replaced. About 25 years ago, a colleague of my wife's recommended we go see a doctor at Hospital for Special Surgery because they were clearly the best at the time. But unfortunately then, I was too young and I really couldn't have surgery that would last me a long time. So I managed it with pain meds, weight management, and exercise. But once the pain got so bad, I knew I wanted to go back there, and I found a great surgeon, Dr. Seth Jerabek.
It's time for mindless TV after an exhausting PT session. Feeling like a wimp right now.
A female elephant seal weighs nearly
Sharon, if you could. Now move that Sharon. Mom might want the bed to be made, Pat. All the way in so I can get by. Push it all the way in so I can get by. You're gonna edit this, right?
Maybe.
This is yesterday. It's called the wedding march. First set of steps they teach you to use. 50-50 weight, 50 on the left, 50 on the right. As you can see, probably did a little bit too much walking today by that swollen foot. Pat, you want to get a close-up of that ugly looking foot there? Mm-mm. I didn't think so. You only have one camera lens, I forgot. But today, graduated to your disco move. Yeah, it's just the about face, Pat. All right, go for the stride. Get there in half the time. Use the same amount of steps. Yeah, that's right. 4 more weeks of this. That's right. Loving it. But in the grand scheme of things, it's no pain. So I'm fortunate. And once I get my racing stripes and my low profile tires on this next time around, this baby will be cruising. It's going for an oil change. Alright, Pat, I'm fading into the dust here. Adios, amigos. Good? What is it?
98.
What is it?
98.
My box. Day 8 of recovery. This is some stones. Walking like I got boulders in my drawers. I did there. White. There's an allegorical meaning to that too when I say I'm white. Can't get into third gear yet. Good night.
Yeah, I'm a wanderer. Yeah, a wanderer. I roam around, 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 around.
Reps here tonight. If I can get it, I can try to go one down back. It's almost be a half a mile. Good shot.
Fearful in the sense not knowing what could happen with any surgery, but I was pretty confident that I got to the point where the alternatives were 0 to none. So sure, nervous, scared a little bit, but knew that I needed to get it done. I think the first week was probably the worst. Everything was hard, from laying down to getting up, to getting in and out of bed, to sitting for more than 5 minutes, because it's pretty major surgery, and while you have pain meds, I realized my body went through a pretty big trauma.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Full 30 days. I think I'm gonna miss her. Hopefully she'll give somebody else the comfort and stability that I've experienced along with the basket. Let's see how it goes. Got to use the cane second day. First day was tough. Had to go to the walker, crutches, all full 100% cane now. This feels good. Still a little limp. That'll come with time.
Since Dad recently moved from cane, I decided that I'm gonna make one out of a variety of hardwoods for him. So for the shaft, I recently turned this on the lathe, which is a tool used for wood turning to get a nice cylinder shape. And so the shaft's going to be made out of white oak. And then I'm thinking the collar, which is the part in between the handle and the shaft, will be made out of a tropical hardwood called Jatoba. And then for the handle itself, a nice dense hardwood, it's called walnut. And I have a template here that I'll be using to cut out on the bandsaw.
Last day, last set of post-op pills. Nice little orange aspirin. Nice little anti-inflammatory. And one to coat the stomach for the aspirin. Finished the other ones a couple days ago with these last 3. 6 weeks, all done. I'm gonna go drive for the first time since surgery. Should be pretty fun. Looking forward to it.
Woke up this morning, got yourself a gun. Mama always said you'd be the chosen one. She said, one in a million, you got to burn and shine. You were born under a bad sun with a blue moon in your eye. And you woke up this morning, and all that love had gone. Your papa never told you about right and wrong. But you looking good, baby.
Unexpected. Unexpected to the degree that I had to rely on my wife and family really to help me get through the day in every aspect of living. You know, from just getting out of bed, getting dressed, to your daily routine. That was pretty humbling, and certainly made me appreciate now how far I've been able to come from those early days.
On the inside. That's dirty. I wasn't too excited about that. Empty water bottles, Tic Tacs, napkins. I was waiting to find a Chick-fil-A bag or something. So it needs to be cleaned.
Put your mic on.
I was driving though.
It needs to be cleaned.
It's not.
Driving was excellent. Driving was just like I never stopped driving.
I was a little frightened, but I have to say the biggest calming factor in the whole process was Dr. Seth really made me feel he was so confident and he understood really my condition and made me feel like I was his only patient at that point in time. And the day of the surgery, morning of the surgery, I remember having a brief conversation with him, and he said, well, I've got a plan A, I've got a plan B, and I've got a plan C. So I got a little nervous that there was a B and C, but then, in hindsight, it was great because he made me feel that even if plan A couldn't go ahead as he wanted, he thought ahead of time that there might be other alternatives. So that made me feel a little more reassured that, I definitely made the right choice.
What you doing?
Hey. So we got short ribs here, getting primed. And then we got baby backs in the oven still. And we're gonna throw them in the grill. A good, nice little mixture of basic ketchup, soy sauce, and Worcestershire, and a little bit of the seasoning, some ginger. Makes it nice, but not sweet. Really easy to make. You guys will be the judge later. It came about 2 weeks after when I was in the doctor's office, and laying down on the table, he kind of measure your legs together and put your knees smack up against each other, and he said, wow, that's impressive. And what he was talking about was the difference between my length of my two legs was only about 5 millimeters. Before surgery, I wore a lift that was about 1.1 inches, which is pretty dramatic if you do the measurements at home, but that was incredible. Of course, then I thought, oh, if they're even, then I shouldn't have to walk with a limp. But I realized that in order to not walk with a limp, I'd have to do some physical therapy to get my muscles into shape that either I haven't used in tens of years or ever. So that was a little bit of a disappointment, but over the next few weeks, got stronger and got better, and working towards a long-term goal of not to walk with a limp. All right, well, between sneakers and shoes, there's the old lift that used to help keep me balanced, which is needed no more. Unfortunately, I can't recycle these shoes because nobody else can use them, so many pair going in the dumpster. I might need a second bag.
Were you happy with your decision?
Absolutely. I would say, that first week was tough, but every day gets better. And in a matter of 3 months, I'm walking without a limp and no arthritic pain. And I know it's only going to get better from here.